Ines, can a big age gap hurt someone's partner visa application? Think you both need to own the house for a partner visa? You don't. What if the Australian sponsor pays for everything? Age gap in partner visas. Does it hurt someone's application?
No, not in a holistic perspective. However, it can.
Okay.
It can. I'm thinking of 3 marriages, recent divorce, 20-year gaps, high-risk country, then yes, it's a consideration. It's a case-by-case situation, and I always want to be very focused on what the 4 pillars are and how do we prove it's a genuine relationship across the board.
This is where context is everything. That's where good preparation makes a difference. What happens if a person is wanting to do a partner visa and person A owns the house and person B lives in the house? How does one evidence that?
Usually, it depends if it's owned. If the person already owns it, it's paid outright. There's not much you can really do other than to explain it in a statutory declaration in detail that you own it, you bought it before this person, you know, moved in, etc. Your friends also reference that, and family reference that you own the property and they live in it. You gather all the other evidence to support the fact that they live there. To strengthen it.
The bills.
And joint bank statements, all that good stuff.
What if the Australian sponsor pays for everything? They might have a really good job. Their partner might be on a student visa, as we often see. How do they then evidence the financial component if there's a big disparity in, let's call it, their earnings and their contributions to the household?
I would want to know if there is any financial aspects to the relationship. And I would want to really strengthen the other aspects of the partner visa. So are they socially recognised? Is there any other paperwork? Do they use a bank statement, even though one party contributes a lot more? Do they still use a bank account to determine, to split finances in some way? I would really dig deep into who does what where and focus on the other 4 elements of a partner visa.
So that would be, whilst one partner provides the resources for the home in regards to money, the other partner might cook and clean and take care of some of these domestic duties because the other one's got, maybe a high-profile job.
Yes.
If the parents own the property, a trust owns the property, the grandparents own the property. We see it a lot with clients, especially well-off clients, where, another entity might own the property they live in.
It will need to be explained to say who lives there and who owns it and give context to that. And you don't want to be in a position where all you have is a statutory declaration to say, oh, yeah, we live together. You want to evidence it alongside lots of other documents.
Reach out to us at Rocket and Ash. We'd be more than happy to speak to you about your matter and how we can assist.